View from the world where the Triforce goddesses and the random number gods collide. This is the Link to the Past Randomizer 2021 Tournament. Hi again, everybody. I'm Jex Reffi, and I am joined today by Captain 1977. How are you?
Doing well. How you doing today?
I am doing good. Glad to be back in the commentary booth. It's honestly been a while for me, but looking forward to it. Looking forward to water versus beer today. A very interesting match, both metaphysically and literally in terms of the race. We have Waterloo and Homemade Beer from Group H. Now, this is 2 versus 3 in Group H. Waterloo took race number 1. So we have a potential upset on our hands if Waterloo can complete that. So just from here, as most of you probably know by now, this is hard item standard. So we won't be getting Butter Sword, we won't be getting any mail upgrades, and you're stuck at 14 hearts.
Yeah, this race has been very interesting to watch. We are underway already, and here we go. So we have a standard start here. It means you go through the opening sequence as you normally do in the normal game. Find 20 rupees in the first chest. Head our way into Hyrule Castle. A quick map check there. We got 5-6 crystals at Eastern and Hera, and regular crystal at Desert.
Yep, very interesting 3 crystal start. So apparently it's Waterlow. Where I grew up, there was a street called Waterloo, which is why I assumed it was Waterloo. So Waterlow, my apologies. But we got some area start. Yeah, sorry, didn't mean to step on you there, bud.
So yeah, it's an interesting start here. Quick bomb drop though, that's nice to have.
So we are good to go. We also got an empty bottle. So we got King of Samaria is actually, I would say, one of the easier escapes to do when you already got a bomb from the guards. So this should be very quick-like.
And guards appear to be in that bomb pack there. We just got another bomb drop.
Yeah, when the first there's one pack that's all bombs. That's actually in vanilla on the Hinoxes. So if you see a bomb in the first drop, it's all bombs for the guards. Okay, small key to start. You had to find that in one of the first 4 chests.
Today is this is the first match of many matches you'll see today as the race goes on, and so much action coming up here on the whole spectrum of SpeedGaming networks 1 through 6. And next test has a hurt container.
And from here, we'll then be heading into the basement, take care of the ball and chain guard, get the 3rd item, and get Zelda, and make our way to Sanctuary. Beer going ahead and going with 2 pots. Oh, it needs to kill the guard. I have tried to do this where you trap a guard with a Samaria block for 4 hits. Ooh, flippers.
Not the point where they wanted to see right away, but we'll take it.
And so now, just for the long trek back to the front of the castle. It's actually pretty even right now, but again, this is just the start of the race. And escape sequence usually is kind of pretty even, and then once things kind of open up, we'll kind of see where we go from here.
Do like the palette shuffle homemade beers gone with here. The palette shuffle, the new palette shuffle is really clean, really nice looking. Now heading through the secret passage here at the back of the castle. Find one more chest in the dark across the room. As soon as they get to it. Ooh, lots of bombs there for homemade beer.
Yeah, Beer taking the opportunity to farm bombs. So it happened for CAC, and we got Zora cash.
Yeah, having those early flippers might pay off there. Zora might have some. You hold it on to something.
Alright, Samaria block on the rat, gets a small key. And now we're going to see what 3 items are in the back. Okay, rats have the arrow pack today. There's the map, heart container, and 20 bucks.
So there will be an item in the sanctuary chest.
Pretty clean escape sequences all around. Beer's a little bit behind a waterleau, but with having more bombs, waterleau will probably, if they don't find bombs in blind or well, they'll have to go get them. So that's where the little time difference will be. Or there's 3 bombs in the sanctuary chest and just, call me a fool right now.
Just get bailed out of sanctuary chest, yeah.
But from here, the world is the runner's oyster.
You see, Waterleau is heading up to check the lumberjack ledge, as homemade beer is just gonna skip that and head right into Lost Woods.
Bush crab's giving bloopies. Piece of heart in the mushroom spot, arrows at lumberjack, so neither going to be of importance, but lumberjack is, well, more of a time loss. 20 bucks inside the Lost Shack.
They head down to Caparico's, usually where you find most of your items early on. Sometimes. Most runners say 360 rupees here. That's usually you're gonna find some kind of money here. Hopefully you can find enough to go do Zora and the bottle vendor and everything all at once. First checks and blinds up. We got the book. 10 arrows. 20 bucks. And a heart piece.
Alright. And then the top chest. Hook shot.
Ooh. I guess the hook shot's not swamped today. Okay.
I'd be mildly starting to worry about Aga right now. Hook shot and flippers That's a classic way, hidden way to get to West Dark World from the Aga portal. So if I've got hook shot and flippers early, I'm getting sus. Oh, hey, there's the fantastic footwear and a glove.
There's those boots they were looking for. Auto vendor with a scam. Pay 100, give me 20 back.
Chicken Shack, another 20 bucks. I did find the bottle in Escape, so we're gonna get a sick kid check. And we got a shovel. Ms. Metroid, 8 months in a row with the with the tier 1 sub. Thank you very much.
Yeah, piece of heart in the back of the tavern. We're gonna head down to the race game, then probably over to the digging spot to see what that's gonna hold. And libraries might have something here as well.
Oh, heart container.
We take those early.
That we do. That we do. Not gonna lie, with boots, I would YOLO the race game, but, well, I would have been right today.
After time, you're 100% right. So yeah, we're a glove upgrade or hammer away from Dark World access.
There goes my concerns about Aga 1, but we shall see. And Beer is, in fact, going to go check that shovel spot, which, if you get shovel and cack, you pretty much go check it. Especially with gloves, you're just you're one screen transition away from being able to get to the South Shore. Just a little bit off on the shovel dash, but strike the earth only for 10 sticks.
Good to get that out of the way, though. Boots in tow, he's going to head to the South Shore instead of saber quitting. See what I did there, boots in tow?
That's alright. Alright, well, I think Waterleau did a stun prize check. Ooh, there's the bow!
Oh. Now, 3 crystals in the light world. That's usually a pretty good sign of a fairly decency, but we shall see as we find a heart piece underwater.
Alright, now we're gonna get a mini troll arm check.
And doing their job, they're trolling them pretty good.
So I usually go from the bottom. Hey, there's the second bottle. 10 sticks. 20 bucks. There's an S word and another heart container. And I think Beer's heading for Desert, or at least Agina. But maybe Desert and Agina.
Yeah, they can't quite. Oh, he's gonna farm some rupees here in this. He's gonna get the Zora money here.
I can kind of see it. Not gonna lie, with Bow, even though it's dark, I personally would, since Eastern's a crystal, I would go to Eastern, and you have that blue rupee floor room. Granted, it's in the dark, but I personally would have done that, but that's how Beer chose to route it, and we'll see if it pays off. Now, you can't finish Desert because you don't have a fire source, but you've got the means to do the whole front. Meanwhile, Waterleau is going to do Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah, he opened up that rock right below Ice Rod Cave. He's probably going to farm, well, I was going to say, he's probably going to farm money in that spot. There is some money in there, so he's probably going to do that and go over to Zora area.
Yeah, only 20 bucks here as opposed to the 50 at the other one. But with the 50 bucks he got from Ice Rock Cave, just got to do it twice, and then we're all good.
Desert Palace, we found the small key in the chest.
There's compass. There's the map. So we will find an item on Lammo because Torch has to have big key at this point, and then the big chest will have an item, and Lammo will have the other. And Waterleau going right to Zora, not going to check Hobo or the island. Titan's Mitts.
There's our Dark World access.
And a ferry.
I mean, just a heart container there in Desert. That's all, unfortunately, you can do right now in Desert.
Bombs in the Zora ledge. And there once was a fish named Zora who gives you flippers in vanilla, but in Rando he sucks. For 500 bucks, we did this stupid trick for 20 bucks.
Ooh. That's a bad return on investment.
We are going to finish up the desert check by doing a Genus Cave. With 5 bucks. Waterleau gonna check Piece of Heart at Lake Hylia Island, and he will do Hobo check.
Looks like Homemade Beer might be headed to Bach Rocks here.
Definitely will do that. Do you go up the mountain at this point? Well, okay, he hasn't done the Zora checks yet. This is the play for the mountain. Maybe. Oh, I see what he's doing.
He's gonna head down to this portal to the South Shore, check Ice Rod Cave, then probably go do Zora.
You know, it's always one of the worst feelings is when you try to farm cash to be ready for Zora, and then you get cash on the way, and you're like, dang, I didn't actually need to farm cash, but whatever. Hey, you! Hey, here's Eastern.
See him setting up that water walk there.
Big key first chest. Map in its vanilla chest. Now waterleau getting ready to... Ooh! Clip that invisible line so the third step mini Stalfos there showed up, but he got it good and took care of the heart container. So that's item number 1. So there...
Yep, homemade beer finding his site in mid-third waterfall cave.
Okay, compass in the big chest, so there is an item in the eastern big.
Not in logic right now, but these runners don't mind.
Lamps! Where we're going, we don't need lamps.
Making the way over to the big key chest, we find $50.
Now, beer is going to be joining waterleau in eastern.
Find that Southpost, there he is.
Turtle Rock is a green pendant. Oh yeah, waterleau just went right to the dungeon. Didn't check Sahasrahla. And this Sahasrahla's hut brought to you by Red Things. Red Things. We give you health, we give you health, and we give you health. Very nicely done, getting through those rooms, and now time for Armos Knights. Waterleau gonna set up the quick kill from the bottom. Very nicely done, and a Hyrulean Andrew Jackson for your troubles, and the first crystal of the game.
So at this point, that had to be a mail upgrade because nothing else would give us a green 20 at this point.
It depends on how many heart containers we've found, but I would tend to agree with you. And now Waterleau's gonna do Sahasrahla's hut.
So at this point, you probably have to go up the mountain. It's not in logic quite yet, but you can get up there. You can check Keen's tube with those tight spits you found.
Yep, that is exactly what he's gonna do. And it's big 20. So I imagine Okay, he hasn't done Bonk Rocks yet, so he's gonna do this. See, here's the thing about the Death Mountain play. There's a lot of items, but you can't get to Hera because you don't have either the mirror or the hammer. But I think that's what Waterleau is gonna do. Yep, he's doing the mountain play.
Yeah, not going to be able to get the Hera, but can check other things in Dark Death Mountain with those myths. Like Hookshot Cave, Super Buddy Cave.
Yeah, chat seems to be indicating their support for this play, and I get it. Because part of the issue is even if you can do Thieves Town, that you run the risk of not having the hammer for one item, sticks from the old man. It is also possible that flute is your means up here, but bombs and bombs in Spec Rock. So now, because of only having hook shot, you gotta jump down. Only Beer having a little bit of trouble with the scripted fight on the Armos Knights, but still gets it done. Sticks and stones in the top of Paradox Cave. Fisher Price, my first shield. And another Hyrulean Andrew Jackson. And Beer is also going to do King's Tomb. Okay. Floating Island has half magic. Oh, and Dead Rocked.
That half magic on Floating Island might mean they're not going to grab that.
Yeah. Yeah. See, the thing is, you have 3 bottles at this point.
Unless you find the mirror in Hookshot Cave or something, you're probably not going to grab it.
Yeah, unless something like that, I really don't think you're going for that half magic. Bombos at end of Spiral Cave. Beer, meanwhile, is going to follow the logic. So we get a Dark World check. Pendants at Swamp and Skullwoods. And green pendant was Turtle Rock like we found earlier. And Beer is going to go into Pendant Skullwoods. This is 1000% anecdotal, but I 1000% agree with this decision. Pendant Skullwoods usually, more often than not, has something. And what's in
Super Bunny here, and we're looking at Skullwoods on the side. What we got? Arrows and Master Sword.
Okay. And Pendant Turtle Rock is Bombos. $20 first item in Skullwoods. Another 20. Peace heart. Fourth bottle. Yeah, you're not getting half magic. And Bloomerang. You've got 4 bottles. You're not getting half magic. We've got 1 item so far in Skullwoods.
And the other one is blocked by Fire Rod.
And Beer is waiting for the Wall Master to take him back.
And Homemade Beer are gonna show us what's on Bumper Ledge today. Do we need the cape? No.
No, we do not.
It is nice to have with Ganon, being on Green Mail and all, but not gonna be required today.
So now we're going to do Village of Outcasts. Another piece of heart.
And Chess Game just having 10 arrows for us today. And Homemade Beer making his way to his home, the brewery.
I see what you did there. Ooh!
There's that Fire Rod.
So that's how they're brewing that. Well, no, you don't have fire to brew beer. Anyway, moving on. Beer going to avoid Thieves Town for now, which makes sense. Sometimes you'll see runners skip doing Thieves Town without hammer and just do these checks in the South Dark World. Was there an item left in Desert Palace? Yes, there was. Oh, I missed what the item was.
That was just bombs.
Okay. Homie Beer thought about continuing, but...
Could be taking the Smith on the world tour here.
Yep, that is exactly what he's doing. Gotta get Jeremiah the Bullfrog. He is a friend of ours, after all. Did Beer do front of Thieves Town? No, Ryrek, he did not. Has not touched it at all.
We're going to get our first look at Hype Cave here.
Gotta execute the behind-the-back handshake from Johnny Two Bombs for a piece of heart, sticks, stones, green rupee, and a heart container. Woo. Oh, hey! Big key, first chest in Thieves Town.
Get that high cable, 1 out of 10 for the heart container.
Okay, so 2 items in the front. Or actually 1 item in the... Well, okay, there's the second item. I misthought the big key. Alright, but the thing is, we do have the small key, so... We're already concerned about potential Thieves Town big chest chicanery. And beer is going to join water in Thieves Town. Okay, bombs, that's item number 3. Ryrek said in chat, "You wouldn't catch me drinking in Thieves Town. Have you seen who frequents this place?"
So at this point, we haven't seen the map or the compass in Thieves Town, so the chances are fairly decent we won't have seen the big chest today.
33% chance. Waterleau gonna pick up that ferry. Alright, Maiden Cell. Boom! No hammers needed today.
Well, not for Thieves Town anyway.
Yes, fair point.
Nice dash there in the harmless or hellway there in Thieves Town.
3 quick hits at the front. Ooh.
Oh, little lost script there.
Just gotta be careful. You got some Mario. You can set some blocks and focus on avoiding. But Waterleau doesn't worry about that. Just takes care of blind. Compass for your troubles and crystal number 2.
At this point, with Fire Rod in hand, do you go back into Skull Woods, check the back?
I mean, I would, but... I would do it because there's 1 item, but... That's just my thought.
As the runners are retracing each other's steps here, we remind you that go ahead and give our runners a follow. They're putting on a show for you here today. We really appreciate it. And also to my co-commentator, Jack Struffy, and our tracker today, which is Sam I can't pronounce your name.
Sammy must, I would assume.
Sammy must, sure. And thank you to Sammy must for tracking today. As we are working our way through the main tournament here. Got a long way to go still.
Oh wait, I forgot. Skullwoods is a pendant. If Skullwoods is a crystal, I would be heading to the back, but because it's a pendant, I can see what the runners are doing here. And Beer is going to go pick up the purple chest. This is one check I absolutely hate, is doing purple chest without the mirror. Because so many times have I missed something because I've last locationed it at that chest when I don't have the mirror. But as chat was pointing out, I mean, this kind of makes sense. You do purple chest, that leads you right to swamp. Now that you have fire rod, you can finish it, get crystal number 3 and the item that's there. Waterleau gonna continue the Froggy World Tour. Beer stopped at Hype Cave. Waterleau most likely will be going to Pyramid and will maybe do Catfish. He'll lose Jeremiah if he tries to go to Pod. By the way, Hyrule and Andrew Jackson in the lunchbox. Pyramid just has more bombs. Yeah, Vortex, I get what you're saying about purple chest with that mirror is fine if you're there and did the Smith. Just what I'm saying is that there's multiple times where I've just... where because of routing, like I do Thieves Town late without mirror and just having to make that choice. But Beer is going to be making his way to Lammo while Low is making his way to Catfish.
Angry Fish number 2 gives us the mirror.
Ooh!
That's a saucy item there on Catfish.
That opens up Hera. Opens up a few checks. Now, if you want to talk about Troll Hammer locations, that opens up the first chest in Swamp Palace. And time for the Lammo fight. Set out your sword. Fire 6 fire rod shots at 3 Lammos, and they're done.
Perfect fight there. Just a piece of art, but just get that other 5/6 crystal, which opens up Pyramid Fairy.
Well, see,
Well, yeah, no hammer. Okay.
Yeah, kind of need a hammer to make your way there, or Aghanim.
We don't say bad words on this channel.
Okay, we won't say bad words like Michigan. Oops, sorry, Ohio State fan here. I think now we're going to see Beer make their play for... Oh, wait, no, he hadn't checked Lumberjack, so he's going to do that.
He is possibly thinking Aga.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, is Beer gonna check Ped? Beer might be checking Ped.
This looks like a pet play.
Yep. Get your pedestal hype in chat. Although, as I'm looking at the items, I don't really know what could be there. How about a little bit of love? So, alright. Waterloo's gotta check. Again. Waterlow is going to check that first chest in Swamp. Which is kind of interesting. I mean, there's that. You can get into Ice Well, okay. No, actually, you can get into Ice Palace with the Fire Rod. Bombos was what we found in the Sequence Broke Mountain. So you've got this. You've got Ice Palace. Graveyard Ledge, because we just saw South Grove Cave. Beer is going to go ahead and do the Sequence Break.
We've seen plenty of seeds lately in Swamp Palace where the first chest's gonna have something. Can't blame Waterlow for checking this.
But it's nothing.
Not today. Sorry, chat.
Now, this is out of logic. I mean, okay. It's in logic that you can see it. It's out of logic that you can get it. But just heart container. And he's gonna go ahead and finish Desert. Yeah, if Waterlow watches back on this, I apologize. Growing up, there was a street in my hometown called Waterloo, Watrloo. And so, if I keep saying Waterloo, it's because I've had 36 years of saying Waterloo. But at this point, we're just doubling back on things we've already seen. Beer has done all of Desert, did not find anything. Waterlow did the whole top of the mountain. We only found a sword in Super Bunny Cave, and we found Bombo's medallion in Spiral Cave.
Used to have magic on the floating island.
Nimban, I get what you're saying about mispronunciations, but I'm the one that called Nilsson Alex Nissan Alex, so I'm a little, I tend to have a thing for mispronunciations, apparently. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, I think at this point, you could do Hera, but it's still out of logic. You've got Ice Palace that you can't complete without the hammer. And I don't think we've seen Graveyard Ledge from either runner. There is the second item in Pendant Skullwoods. Excuse me.
I mean, they could swim over the pod too, but without the hammers, again, it's not completable, so.
Oh, and pod. AFG just reminded me with the flips, we've got access to pod.
You see, this bomb most opened up Turtle Rock. But again, without the hammer, we can't get into there.
Nope. Oh, that fourth bottle. We can't forget about that fourth bottle. Waterleau also got that.
And excellent landfall fight there on Waterloo's side. So yeah, not great checks left here to find that hammer. Ice Palace, Pod, Graveyard Ledge. Not many places left where it could be.
Alright. Beer, where are you heading?
He's headed to the only portal we have available to us right now, which is in Kakariko Village. But after that, where do you go from here?
Waterleau, meanwhile, is going to go to Hera with the sequence break. Beer is going to do back of Skullwoods. So there might be something here in Hera, but it's going to be out of logic as well as this ether tablet. There's a piece of heart. So just a few more pieces for Waterleau, and they will be maxed out on hearts.
You find the map there in the Hera basement, and the map there in the chest of Skull Woods. So Mothula has the second item of Skull Woods. We're gonna see a Hera pot here from Waterleau. Perfectly done.
Grabs Fairy. Now just gonna drop down. Because of boots and hookshot. You get the cape, which we know is nothing. Small key, and then you just block right there, and hey, you're on your way back.
So that means the second item is either here on Landmo or it's gonna be in the basement. And we got simultaneous boss fights going on here. We got Moldorm versus Mothula.
Just remember, with Mothula, the room is the boss. The moth isn't the boss. The room is the boss.
Well,
Oh, he had a fairy. He's good. All right. Troll arm down for Waterleau. Do we have a second item or do we have a coffee break? We have a second item. And down goes Moth for the hammer!
oh! Pendant Skull Woods completely required. Homemade beer making the correct call, going back into Skull Woods. That opens up everything pretty much.
Still need the flute. And I'm processing. Yeah, just need a flute. Flute for go mode. Interesting. Beer's gonna do Ice Palace before Pod? I mean, you could do either. It's your prerogative. Oh, Beer doesn't have... Wait, Beer... Yeah, Beer still needs the mirror. So that's the one thing that is saving Waterlow at this point. Is that... Actually, wait. Beer doesn't need mirror. Yeah, mirror is not necessary. Why was I thinking mirror was necessary?
Regardless, she's holding a piece of heart today. Yeah, with Swampy and a pendant, mirror technically not required.
Very nicely done on the icebreaker. And Waterlow is going to go into Pod. Yeah, I wasn't thinking on the mirror being needed. Oh, Meyer Medallion also could potentially be in play. Because we don't know if it's Ether or Quake.
And we won't know till we find that flute.
That is... Well, unless we find both Ether and Quake before we find Flute. Ooh, ooh, oh, oh.
Oh, that's not what we wanted to find.
No, 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 we did not want to find that ice rod. No, no.
Although Ice Rod and Ice Palace kind of makes sense, but...
So nice. We found it in ice. Okay, big key. So this was bow locked, but I mean, we had a bow for quite a while, so we never were worried about that.
Making our way to Cold Stare now. Doesn't have enough magic for the fire rod shots, but it's just gonna use Bombos Medallion to break them open.
Could use the fire rod to soften them up a little bit, but gonna spin your sword. Ooh, missed it. Now, Beer's got to be careful, because the one fairy bottle we had, he used on Moth. Gonna switch to the blue. So now he'll have enough fire rod shots to take care of these puffballs.
4 fire rod shots to each puff will take them down. One more should do it. And
There we go.
Down he goes. Meanwhile, in Pod, there's not much going on right now. Headed down to the Rupee hallway. There's a couple small keys.
Horace we have not found the lamp yet.
Actually, they have. It must have been here in Pod. I must have missed it.
No, well, apparently we missed it. It was in Pod.
And well executed hammer jump there on Waterlow's side.
So Beer will head into pod, get the lamp. And now it's just, where's the flute? And does Bombos get us into Mire? So Waterloo has got to get back to Skullwoods.
I believe Waterloo is headed to Ice Palace without the hammer.
And, well, that's not going to be good for Waterloo. No, no,
You gotta feel so behind at this point, not finding the hammer. You're just trying to dip dungeons, hopefully it's there. So this will be a single dip a pod for homemade beer.
Yep. Which, if this holds, that will mean that if Beer pulls this off, we will have a game 3 between these two, because Waterloo took game 1.
A little trouble with the icebreaker. And now they get it. There's that lamp. It was in Bullock's section of the pod.
Ah. Beer having a little bit of trouble getting that Samaria block lined up.
So, flute and turtle on Trinex? Anyone?
I mean, that would just be ugly.
We found hammer on Pendant Skull Woods, so why not?
Ooh. And Low is out. Now with that hammer and lamp, that does open up Pyramid Fairy. And oh no, no, low, no, Nyet! 9!
Oh no. Waterlow going to do Aga so they can do the big bomb.
All right. Meanwhile, Beer is on his way to Helmasar. Yeah, the Aga is in logic, or because of using Aga and then using the mirror to basically warp to Light World, then use the Aga portal. That is how the Pyramid Fairy is in logic. You can dupe the bomb for the speed advantage, but it's not required in the logic. So, unexpectedly today, hey, go ahead, guys, go ahead and get how many blue balls you think the Wizard's gonna throw at our waterleau today. First one will always be a conventional reflect shot. Next three are randomized between yellow and blue, and you get a bolt of lightning, and then we spin again. Meanwhile, Beer is working on Helmasar. There's one blue ball. So here's the bolt of lightning. And Helmasar down for Beer. And there's a compass. There's two.
That was two.
There's three. And it's three.
And it looks like homemade beer is gonna go into Turtle Rock here at this point, possibly Hera. Probably Hera for, well.
Hera, definitely.
Oh yeah, he's gotta go the long way around. He does not have the mirror, so.
Nope. Now, there won't be anything in there. Waterleau has already done Hera. We did not find anything.
And yep, I'm just gonna head right over to Hera, check the ether tablet.
So yeah, for those that are just joining us, Waterleau is missing the hammer, which is at Mothula. Homemade Beer is missing the mirror, which is at Catfish, but right now that mirror is not needed for anything. And both of them need a flute and potentially a medallion into Misery Mire.
And we'll see if the Aga play is going to pay off at least something for Waterleau.
I mean, if Flute is here. If Flute is here. It frankly wouldn't help Waterleau all that much, because once Beer finishes Hera, they can do Pyramid Fairy. But what do we have? 2 big 20s. Cyanide. Waterleau has done the front of Skullwoods, but did not do the back. There is one item in the back, which is the hammer.
Yep, they found the fire rod in the Ball Hut and Village of Outcast. They did that after they did the front of Skullwoods.
Yeah, chat saying this is literally the only check he has left.
And
In fact, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
I think we're going to get that turtle rock check here. We can get in. We can get in there. We have bombos.
So Waterleau is going to get hammer here. Now, the one thing, as Chad is pointing out, Beer does not have the mirror. So if Mimic Cave has progression,
Boy,
this could really send this race into a... Excuse me, sorry. Send the race into a very interesting place. Alright, map. That had to be a small key.
looks like we're gonna get a big key in the lava chest today, because the next chest also has to be a small key, I believe.
Yep. Waterleau has the hammer finally. And not happy. Alright. Waterleau, where are you going? He's checking pedestal. He's just going to see there's a little bit of love.
Considering he found the hammer so late, he's still in a pretty good spot here, because we're still looking for that flute. That flute could be anywhere right now.
So again, by logic, this has to be the big key. Waterleau going back to pod to finish. So, If progression is in Mimic Cave, Beer is not going to be able to get it right now and is walking right past it. Small key in the big chest. And there's the second key.
Yeah, Laser Bridge could be holding all the items here.
Homosar, I think, just had a compass, so we're not going to find... Waterlow's not going to find anything. And time for Laser Bridge. There's Tempered Sword.
Okay.
Compass. Hyrolean Andrew Jackson. Waterlow's going to take the safety door. Or Waterlow. Homemade Beer is going to take the safety door. And there's the flute.
There it is. 1 hour, 15 minutes, 53 seconds. Homemade Beer is in her go mode, possibly. Or independent, or medallion.
Yeah, it's kind of Schrodinger's go mode at this point. Beer is going to go ahead and do Trinex.
So Third Rock producing Tempered Sword and the flute. You gotta feel pretty good about that. These sets look too similar.
Let's be real, if you're doing palette shuffle, you know which one's fire and which one's ice.
Oh, okay, he's good.
He had a green. He still had the green potion that he found earlier, so he would have been.
It's always been my fear: run out of magic, not have anything. Run out there and you're like, oh no, heck quit. But Tridex is down. We're gonna find
Powder.
Okay. And the green pendant. And crystal number 6 has been... well, that's pendant. He's already at 6 crystals, sorry.
That's alright. So...
So yeah, at this point, just head over to... activate your flute, head right to minor area. See what you need.
Alright, so Beer is going to activate the flute. And then we will see if this is go mode. And the Hawk's about to rock. We salute you. Okay, Beer is going to go ahead and do Magic Bat before going. And there's the other shield. All right. Waterlow's heading into cold stare. Moment of truth. Are we in go mode for beer? Survey says go mode.
At this point for beer, you gotta feel pretty good. You get full 1400, you're on Tempered Sword. You have everything you're gonna need for Ganon fight coming up.
And Waterloo is unfortunately going to be falling further and further behind because I'm pretty sure this is a swamp play.
It turns out finding that mirror is not going to be a good thing for Waterloo here.
Nope. But that's what happens sometimes. In my race yesterday, I forget who said it, but someone brought up a good point, is last locationing early tends to be better than last locationing late. And it is looking very much likely Waterloo is going to last location that flute.
Showing out that neat tech there with that rail clip there in Meyer.
Nicely done. And I'm pretty sure this has to be the big key. And since Beer's got Tempered Sword, no need to be searching from here, just go.
We find the big key south of the big chest.
Beer activating spooky action. Waterloo gonna do a diver down to go to left side swamp, but again won't find anything. Ooh, Beer missed that spooky action just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, Horsefin bringing up a good point. But basically that because of the mirror, you're taking the gamble that the mirror is what helped you, and that would give you the advantage. And today, it just wasn't the right play. And it's not the right play because once we get 8 arrows in the big eyeball, that will be 7 crystals for homemade beer. And at this time, we usually like to play a little game here that there are, in fact, 22 locations where that Ganon's Tower Big Key can be in the basement of Ganon's Tower. If you want to play in our guessing game, you need to guess a number between 1 and 22. And, wait, we got a bot for this, right? I think I goofed on the bot. Hey, there we go. There we go. Hey, get your guesses in now, because I screwed up and forgot to set the bot. Again, it's been a while since I've done commentary. By the way, Captain 1977. What'd you guess?
Go 14 today. Just because. What say you?
I'm gonna say 3 and be nice so that Beer doesn't have to, like, figure out what to do. Or in terms of, like, mirroring around is what I meant. Sorry. Bleh.
Like being nice. Sometimes. So as soon as Homemade Beer enters Ganon's Tower, we stop the guessing game. Waterleau's continuing through Swamp House. Didn't find anything as expected. We know all the goods are in Turtle Rock at this point. Still gonna take out Argus though here.
All right, guesses are closed.
We start out in the Hope Room. First 2 chests, we have a map and 50 bucks.
No keys, so you gotta go left side.
Okay, here comes your guess on the torch. Number 3 is just a green 20. Hyrulean Jackson, yes, you call it.
Number 4, big 20. Number 5, small key. Number 6, 50 bucks. 7, big 20. Is it stop as a command? Thought it was stop. 8, 300 bucks. I'm not a mod, so that's why. Number 9, small key.
Random number 10 through 13.
10, 50 bucks. 11, Hyrulean Interjection. 12, Burna. 13, 20.
We're heading toward Ice Arbos and Bob's chest. Hi, Bob.
Bye, Bob. 14, big 20. $15, $50, 16 sticks, 17. There it is.
Number 17. No mirror, can't mirror now, so you gotta walk around. But number 17. Congratulations to Dinkru 17.
Which, guess 17. I guess it. Well, I think we can guess why they guess 17. All right, so from here, it's just the gauntlet for homemade beer. Randomization is done. You've got Tempered Sword. You ain't finding silvers because this is hard mode. You've got all the hearts you're going to get. It's just you and execution to the pig.
Some special shout outs to also guest 17. Got Jossie, 06 GTO, and Zerai Cal Lipton. Also guest 17, they'll get 5 points.
Alright.
And Waterleau finally going into Turn Rock here. I think that's their last location at this
Pretty
point.
much. Yep. So, alright. While Beer is working on their ascent through the gauntlet, let's go ahead and remind everyone that, again, we just started group stages yesterday. Well, actually Sunday. So, we have a ton of action here on the Speed Gaming network of channels. The main Speed Gaming channel is where you're going to want to be glued into for all the rando action today. 1:10 Eastern, we got Azazaz versus Rowland Tanker. 4:10 Sailor Net versus Scientee. And 8:10 New York Rambler versus Flip Heel. And 10 o'clock Moogle Charm versus Alazan. Apathy Duck versus Wall Kicks and Rando After Dark. Also on other Speed Gaming channels, Ravis versus Hayfield Bay, Speed Gaming 3, 1 o'clock. Shady Force versus Someone 325, 5 o'clock on Speed Gaming 2. Speed Gaming 3 will also have Falcon versus CS Tutor at 7 o'clock. GFE versus Emo Sara at 9 o'clock, Speed Gaming 3. And then we also have the ALTTPR Randomizer channels. And we will have Relkin versus Hydropower at 8 p.m., all of those times Eastern. So please stick around, because we've got tons of rando action going on today and for the next few weeks. With Shady Force versus Someone 325. Oh, wait, that's the joke.
Homemade Beer in the Moldorm 2 fight. Takes him down.
Swing and a spin and a troll is a dead.
And run validated. 3 bombs.
Now just gotta get upstairs and time for Aga 2. That was a double, might have been a triple. So So 4 or 5. Nope, that was a triple. So 3, 2, 1. Aga 2 is dead, and it is time for the big pig. Are you aching for some bacon?
You see that check over there on Waterloo side, the baby cage check, they get checked. It was just...
Through phase 1 and 2 pretty easily. Oh, didn't get all the way through phase 2.
Not quite the 1-in-1. Not many cannon warps today either, so... And of course, the old joke, did you find the arrows on Planet Zebus?
Nope. And because this is hard item standard, so it's spin and win time.
Ooh. And Waterloo takes an unfortunate death there on Laser Bridge. Does have that fairy, though. And as soon as they open up this chest, will be in go mode at 1 hour, 36 minutes, 20 seconds. They don't know they're in go mode yet. They think they still might need another medallion, but...
And that'll do it. Unfortunately for Waterloo. Fortunately for us, though, because once Homemade Beer walks through that 1x3 pixel or block bridge, that will mean that Homemade Beer has finished with an official race time GG time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 53 seconds. Spam those GGs in chat. We have a game 3. And at this point, I can inform everyone that Waterloo has also forfeited, which we could totally understand at that point. And we've got Homemade Beer joining us in chat. GG.
Hey, GG's.
All right, we got Waterloo coming in too. So we've got Waterloo and Homemade Beer. GG's to both of you. So how about that hammer placement?
Yeah, it's the Hammer series, apparently.
Yes.
I mean, the hammer on Modula, then to find the flute and pendant laser bridge on Internal Rock. I mean, what were you thinking at that point?
To be fair, the
yeah,
problem for me was the mirror, because it opened me too many things to put Mothula back and back and back in last location.
Yeah, I guess that was kind of a lucky skip in a sense.
Yeah, unfortunately, the mirror being on Catfish, Homemade Beer did not check that, so didn't have as many checks to do. So
Yeah, I'm pretty happy that I chose Swarm before TR. I said maybe he had the hammer before the mirror, so he will do a full Turtle Rock. If the flute is in Swamp, maybe I have a chance, so I took it.
I mean, basically, it was your best shot at that point. If you wanted to try to come back in the race, you kind of had to hope for that. But, you know, that's how it happens sometimes. Sometimes rando play can be right, play can be wrong, and that's just how rando works. So,
Yes,
But-
no regret, GG homemade beer, and we will have a game 3, so maybe a hammer, I don't know, in Meyer.
Yeah, I mean, we could get like one of them pendant ice palace hammers or something terrible.
AFG is saying just get hammer on Uncle. Just have hammer to start. So
Yeah, I mean, we had flippers in Zelda's cell. That kind of felt like, like the last series taunting me a bit.
But yeah, I mean, really just kind of the hammer location, Mira on Catfish. I mean, other than that, there really wasn't much that I can recall that was really kind of a big troll or kind of a swing moment. It really just kind of came down to those two locations.
Yeah, I think when I got Dark World and then started through Village of Outcasts, I'm like, I'm not gonna let Front of Skullwoods bite me again, and then cleared it for like, I don't remember, like a heart piece or something. Like, great. Then found the fire rod, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna do a full loop and turn in the smith, and then the second time through I'll do Thieves Town in case the hammer's there. And I missed it the first time, and make a decision after that. And if it's not there and I need to keep looking, I can finish the purple chest and do desert, because then it would end up being convenient since I went there early and didn't find any fire, so I couldn't complete it.
Yeah, I was in the same position, but I decided to include Pyramid and Catfish in that full loop after Hype Cave.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I almost did that actually, and then I thought, like, I skipped Thieves Town, and if it's there, then I'm losing a lot of time going to Pyramid Catfish. Is kind of what I was
Oh,
thinking.
you
in that
skipped
moment.
this town. Okay.
The first
I
time,
took
yeah.
the 50%.
No, you both skipped it. I think what Beer's referring to is that after Hype Cave, he saved and quit from there and didn't go to Pyramid and Catfish, is I think what he's referring to.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Waterleau, just out of curiosity, what was the reasoning for doing Aga before doing Mothula?
I was in position. Like maybe my opponent did Mothula early because of yesterday. I know it's not my thinking process. Like if something doesn't work, I won't say the next seed, okay, I made a mistake. No, maybe it's just luck, and I will do the same routine if I think it's the good one. But I don't know a lot my opponent, and maybe I was okay. He will do it because he will think maybe Waterloo will do it after Fire Road in Village of Outcasts. So if it's there, I'm out. So let's try that two location play.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
I didn't want to do it right away with Fighter Sword, because not like, I can do the fight comfortably. It's slower, and no hammer, just Fighter Sword, Fire Rod. Like I wasn't excited to go up there right away. So I sequence broke Death Mountain looking for stuff up there, and then turns out it actually was in logic because of where the lamp was, but I didn't realize it. So when I got a second sword, I figured, okay, this is fine. I'll just go do Moth real quick now.
Yeah.
Yes, I skipped. No, I did Dismounted before Dark World, just in case I found something to help me. Fire Rod, Hammer.
Yeah. I thought about that. I was thinking that too. Like, Hammer might just be up there, and I'm wasting time like doing loops and loops and loops of Dark World.
Yes, because we had hook shot and mitts. We could do everything except Hera, but we could find a Hammer or Mir to do Hera at the same time. So.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I was thinking too.
Okay. Well, have you guys scheduled a game 3 yet, or were you guys waiting to see if it was necessary?
On Friday.
Friday. All right. Well, we will be looking forward to that game 3 between both of you Friday. Thank you guys both for being restreamed and just putting on an entertaining race for both of us. Any final thoughts heading into that Game 3?
Yes,
Go ahead.
and thanks for the stream commentaries. Always appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I think the only thing I want for Game 3 is to get the boots early again.
All right. Well, again, thank you to both Waterleau and Homemade Beer. Please be sure to get both of them follows on Twitch for the entertainment that they provided today. I want to give a shout out to our tracker, Samumus, for keeping track of all the items throughout this race. And Captain 1977, it was a pleasure having you in the commentary booth.
It was a pleasure. It was all mine. Thank you.
All right, so with that, for Homemade Beer, for Waterleau, for Samumus, and Captain 1977, I am Jex Reffy. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. We will see you next mission.